Hello everybody and welcome to Off the Bat. Now we are doing a live stream right now and I'm super excited. It's the second live stream we've done on this channel and it should be about 2 hours, so I'm hoping you're all excited and let's get to it. So we are going to start a new standard game and we're going to enable challenge mode. The league we're going to do is Major League Baseball, and we are going to use the Washington Nationals. So when you're ready, we are going to use the Washington Nationals as our team. So I hope you're all excited. Alright, so just creating the game now. Hope you could all hear me in the chat. Alright, so we're going to be the GM and manager of the Washington Nationals. I'm going to start the game now. And here, I understand. So to start off, I'm going to go to our mail and we're going to look at our goals. Alright, so to start off, our goals is to reach the playoffs this season, sign Max Scherzer to an extension, acquire a team leader, and build a team that can bring a championship home in the next 6 seasons. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go look at our rosters and transactions. I'm going to see what players we have and what we might be able to do. And you could comment down below maybe who you want us to move, or what you think which direction we should go with this team. Alright, so what I'm going to do, which I do with most of my rebuilds, is I'm going to go to the Washington Nationals team home screen, and I'm going to go to meet the team. So now I'm going to get a look at like how the players are for all of my for all the positions, and to see which positions we need help at. I mean, the Washington Nationals are the defending champions, which means that, I mean, they're already a really good team, but hopefully I could make them even better this season. And you see right here, the team finances are looking really good. And I see that the fan interest is amazing, the fan loyalty is good, the market size is big. So, I'm just excited to begin this rebuild. So first, I want to go to team chemistry, and it says that our team is content. Now, if you haven't seen our video already, you might want to try to see it. It's going to be about, it's coming out tomorrow, and it's going to be about how to increase your team morale. So be sure to subscribe and have your notifications on so that you do not miss that video, because you're going to like it. It's a really good one. And just know that we're uploading every day on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single piece of content. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to actions, and I'm going to ask my AI to set up and complete my organization, and I'm just going to see what they think of my organization, and I'm going to edit that and see maybe what I could change about it that'll make it more to my liking. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to look at the overall and see. It said my closer wasn't very good. I want to go back there to the team home screen and meet the team. So it says I really need to upgrade my closer, Will Harris. He is 35 years old. He has a 1.5 ERA, but I think I could definitely get better with my closer. So what I'm going to do is I am going to I'm going to go for Will Harris. I'm going to go to shop player, and I'm going to look at my options. Right now I'm just going to go to all the players and see what I could do. So we're going to shop now. All right. So now that we got all our players here, I'm going to um, look through them, and maybe if anything catches my eye, I am going to make a deal. I see Jackie Bradley Jr. here. Now he is 29 years old, but and he has a 225 batting average. But this is not a really good. Um, this is not the best team. So right now, Jackie Bradley Jr. is he's not the best player for our team. Like, we already have a good small forward, and I see players like Yu Darvish and Craig Kimbrell here, so I might want to trade for them instead. Now, basically, hold on a second. Alright, so what we're going to do to start, I think, is trade for Craig Kimbrell, because he's a pretty good upgrade from here. Now, our money does drop by $8 million, but I think we have enough money to afford him. I'm going to go to retain and see how much they're willing to retain of the salary, because, the more is better, because it looks like they're being pretty generous with it. It's going to the point where our money is not even touched by this deal, which I think is great for us. So yeah, retain 50%. Maybe they're willing to throw in a bit of cash too. I always like growing the cash. We only have 4 million available. Usually start with about 5. So I'm going to maybe see how much they're willing to spend. So I'm going to go start with 2 million. They say that they're going to think about it. Maybe I'll go to 1,500,000. And they still want to think about it. All right, so maybe I'll just go down to 1 million. I'm gonna keep going down until they're accepting it. All right, so it says there's a lot to like in this offer for me. I think it's a good deal, even though the assistant GM doesn't think it's a good deal. I think it's a great deal because we are sending a 35-year-old closer to the Chicago Cubs, which is he's ranked like 30th, I think, among the league in closers. So not the greatest player to have at my closer position. So I'm just gonna get Craig Kimbrell, who's an obvious upgrade. He's only 31, so yes, 31 is a veteran, but he is a lot younger than Will Harris. And we're also getting $500,000. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at our money, and it will improve by $500,000. So not only are we getting a better player here, but our money is improving. So that's really what I wanted out of this trade. So I'm going to go ahead and complete it. And we got the deal maker badge, all good. So now I'm going to go to the Nationals rosters and transactions, and I'm going to select Craig Kimbrell and bring him into my lineup. And I'm going to make sure he's in the pitching rotation. So I'm going to ask for the staff and the bullpen. And there we go. Craig Kimbrell is the closer, 9th or later. I'm just going to look through this bullpen and see what I think. We have a good amount of pitchers, and the bullpen is pretty strong on this team. So to start off, as the setup, we got Sean Doolittle, who is 33 years old. He's 3.5 stars. Obviously his potential is maxed out. Like when you're 33, it's hard to get better, especially in this game. Daniel Hudson, who's 2.5 stars, 3 ERA last season. The year before he was 1.44. So I might want a slight upgrade there, but if I end up trading for a reliever, whatever. I have a bunch of middle relief guys. One long relief guy who's stamina is only 30. I see our stamina is not great on this team, so what I want to do is maybe trade for someone with better stamina, because all I'm seeing is 25, 30, 30, and then Craig Kimbrell is a 30. So maybe someone with 40 stamina. or 45 stamina is someone that I would want to get in my bullpen. So I'm going to look at some players that I might want to trade away. Here are some relieving pitchers. Maybe Fernando Abad. He's only 1.5 stars. He's 34 years old. Let's see how much money he's making. He's making $563,000. So I'm pretty sure I might be able to find a deal for him. I just want a younger reliever, or a reliever who's still decent enough that could provide value in the long relief. So someone with stamina of at least 40 I'm trying to find. So right now it's fielding the offers, and we're going to check out what they think. So you see in the top left all the players that they're going to offer me. I'm trying to see if any of them catch my eye. So I see Cole Calhoun, who's 32. I see Jake Lamb, who's 29, and I see a bunch of people. I see some Red Sox. I'm trying to look at the stars to see who we could get. We get Raziel Iglesias. His stamina is just 30 though. I'm gonna keep looking to see any relievers that might catch my eye. Peacock is has 40 stamina. He's 32 years old. I might want to get him. Yeah, let's see. Let's look at this trade. Fernando Abad, and our money would drop by 3 million. So that's a lot. So I might want to, see what I can do with this trade. But for now, I'm trading a 34-year-old 1.5 star reliever for a 32-year-old 1.5 star reliever who has better stamina. So I could put him in the long relief. So I'm gonna go see how much they would retain. Looks like they're going to retain a good amount, just like the other trade I made with Craig Kimbrell. Alright, so they're going 60%. I'm going to see if I get any cash in the deal. They have 6 million, so I'm going to go with 1 million. Alright, maybe 750,000. Or maybe they're going to give me 500,000, just like the other one. Try and keep going down in these increments until, oh sorry, that's 25,000. I want 250,000. 250,000. Maybe 200,000. I'm just gonna keep trying to see. I'm gonna max out how much money I'm gonna be able to get out of this deal. So I'm going to keep bringing the money down until they accept, because I like the deal anyways. Alright, so I'm going to get $100,000, which is pretty good. I'm slowly bringing up my cash available, and my budget's going up too, so that's great. Our money is going to drop by 896,000, but this is definitely an upgrade, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. This is obviously the Nationals don't really need much of a rebuild, but I am trying to give them the best upgrades I can. So that was something that I felt was necessary to do. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put Peacock in the long relief. So I'm gonna go to pitching staff. I'm gonna go to ask bench coach for a bullpen. Now, where is Peacock? So I have to bring him in through my rosters and transactions. There we go. 26 players, pitching, and now I can ask for the bullpen. And there we go. So there's Brad Peacock in the long relief. So now I might want one more long relief pitcher. Who might I want to trade away? You got Jordan Mills. Oh, he had an 8.5 ERA in the minors. I might want to trade him. He's 2 stars. So while he's at 2 stars, I might want to shop him. He's 27. So I'm gonna look at relieving pitchers. Yeah, all relievers. And let's see what comes up here. All right, so we got some good players. We got Alex Colomb down here, who's 30 stamina. I'm trying to look for 40 stamina above again. We got some players here. Hector Rondon. Oh, we have Junior Guerra, who's 35 years old. He has a 3.55 ERA, but his stamina is 55, so I might come back to him. Is a win now team, so I'm finally getting a 35-year-old because I'm trying to win the World Series again this year. I'm trying to repeat. We got Heath Hembry. No, his stamina is not very high. Just trying to scroll down and see everyone's stamina. This Raciel Iglesias trade keeps popping up, and it's kind of he's a good player. He's 30 years old though. Here's Jake McGee, Brian Shaw, Adam Conley, and keep going till I find a good trade that I want to make. I'm really keeping an eye on the stamina there. This is an interesting one. Kenley Jansen. I want to see what my assistant GM thinks. Not fair, alright. He's 4 stars, so I wanted to maybe see. Oh, we got Zach Britton. You know what? He had a 1.191 ERA last season, 3-1, 3 saves, and he's still pretty good overall. So I might actually want to trade for Zach Britton. I'm gonna see if I could retain, or you know what? The money is terrible. So if they can't retain like at least 60%, I'm not gonna do the deal. They said they can't accept it, so let's see what would make it work now. Alright, never mind. This is not going to work. He's pretty overpaid. So, can I go back to the shop? No, I'm going to have to shop again today. Alright, how about Michael A. Taylor? I might be able to drag and drop him to get a good reliever because he's doing pretty well. All right, so we got some more options here. We got Shane Green. We got Mark Melancon. We got Ian Kennedy. Blake Kenley Jansen. Should I get this Aroldis Chapman trade? This is an interesting trade. Aroldis Chapman, we got Familia, Drew Pomeranz. Just trying to upgrade the bullpen. Oh, you know what? Actually, Chase Anderson from Toronto. He has a 60 stamina, 4.21 ERA. It's not the best ERA, but I might be getting him. I'm just going to look at this Aroldis Chapman trade, though. He's 5 stars. Yeah, my assistant GM loves it. He's a 5-star player. I'm trading Michael A. Taylor, who's only 2.5-star center fielder, for a 32-year-old on a win now team. 5 stars. That's great. 2.21 ERA. So maybe I could just put him in as a reliever. He's 30 stamina, but I mean all of our relievers are 30 stamina. So I could put Kimbrel at closer, and I could just put Chapman as a normal reliever, or a setup man. I could put him at setup. So I'm gonna see how much they're gonna retain. Obviously, I'm trying to get the most. Okay, so they go straight away from saying this proposal works to saying your offer is an insult, which is quite a big jump from just retaining 5% of his contract. Our money would drop by a lot, but it is a good trade either way because I'm trying to win now. Let's see how much money they're willing to give us. Let's see, 500,000. And yeah, they're gonna give it. So I think I'm just gonna do this deal. I'm gonna get Aroldis Chapman and $500,000 for Michael A. Taylor. I think that's a great deal. Michael A. Taylor, he's okay. He had a 250 batting average last year, nothing too special, and I think this is definitely a win for us in terms of this trade. So I'm gonna go complete it. And we got the badge traded for an all-star in Aroldis Chapman, which is perfect. So I'm going to go to rosters and transactions and add him to the roster. So let's go back to pitching now, and let's see what they think. So they think that Chapman should be the closer and Kimbrel should be the reliever. I'm fine with that, actually. Yeah, Aroldis Chapman's slightly better. He's a 5-star maxed out closer, 2.21 ERA, and Kimbrel's ERA is a little higher and actually a lot higher last season, and he's half a star worse. So I'm fine with that setup. And then we got Doolittle set up. Yeah, I think our rotation's really good right now. We got 2 long relief in Brad Peacock and James Bourque. I think that's fine. So I'm happy with our pitching now. Now we could look at our lineups, and I'm going to see what they think. So we got Adam Eden here, 3-star right fielder. We got Trey Turner, Juan Soto, who's obviously a superstar. So he's untouchable. Is there a way to make him untouchable? I'm going to set his status to untouchable. Eric Thames, he's 33. I might want to upgrade at first. Astrobil Carrera. First and second base might need an upgrade. I'm going to look at that. Or third, actually. I'm going to look at how they think right here again. How they think about meet the team. So yeah, third, we definitely need an upgrade. Yeah, that looks like third is the only position on our team that really needs an upgrade. We fixed the closer situation. Now we have the 3rd best closer in the league according to the game. So yeah, why not just try to do this? Now I think we could use our prospects to get. So let's see this prospect. He's 2.5-star, 26 years old, but he's only hitting .091 last year, and that's not a very good batting average. I think if we get good value out of him, I'm willing to trade him, because this is a 1-year rebuild. So I'm going to shop him now. So let's see what we could get from him. Alright, so it looks like we got some pretty good trades here. Taylor Clark. Ooh, reliever with 60 stamina. I still have the reliever thing on. So I'm going to change that to all players. Or actually, I want to see what third baseman I could get first. Oh, I don't have any more shop attempts today. I'm going to click the check mark just to be able to shop. And we're going to see what third baseman we are offered. I saw Chad Pinder there. Alright, so we get Jake Lamb, I can see, first, and no, he's not a good, he doesn't have a good batting average. We got Yon Harris Solarte there. Not good batting average either. Rio Ruiz. Trying to look at their stats from last season. This is an interesting guy. Iero Monoz from Boston. He has 2.5-star potential, but it might be increased. Let's see the OSA. OSA has him at 2, so I'm not totally sure about that, but see what my assistant GM thinks about it. No, he doesn't like it. Let's keep going and see what we could find. Kyle Farmer could play some third. See, he's 45 and third. He's a minor leaguer. Let's see. He hit 230 in Cincinnati. He's decent, but nothing really here appeals to me that much. We got Aledmus Diaz. I might do this Aledmus deal. Yeah, I might do it. Or Marwin Gonzalez. We got Caleb Coward. Let's try to find the best deal, though. Here's Chad Pinder. Chad Pinder has good power, so I like him in the lineup, because I feel like this lineup needs one extra power hitter. You get Travis Shaw, Matt Duffy. It's an interesting trade. Rangel. Sorry, Ragnell. I'm trying to do. I could pull this Austin Nola trade actually. Our money would drop though. I have to ask them to retain. How much are they willing to retain? Can they do 90? Yeah, they could do 90. Can they add cash? Oh, they have 5 million available. And how about 3 million? All right, maybe 2 million. All right, they're willing to give 500,000. It says we should ask for more. I'm not sure though. I think this is a good trade because look at who we're giving up. I mean, catcher in the minors, not hitting very well at all. Doesn't have that much potential. And we're getting Austin Nola in return, 30 years old. He's pretty good all around at hitting. Maybe they'll give us one decent prospect. They have lots of good prospects on the Mariners, man. How about the center fielder here? What if we gave you this guy? No, alright. Anyone lower though? How about Brandon Williamson? I want a starting pitcher. No. Alright, I think I'm going to do this deal the way it is. Alright, cool. So we got Austin Nola. And yeah, so I'm going to do that. So I think I'm going to go play opening day after we look at the season predictions from MLB. So I'm just going to wait for it to load up, and we're going to look at the season predictions. Anybody in the chat, I see there's 2 of you, thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it as a small YouTuber. I'm trying to just grow the channel, and thank you so much for showing your support. If you want, you could subscribe and like if you want to see more of these videos. I'm trying to make one every single day. My friend and I run the channel, so we have the 2 different voices on off the bat. So if you like the channel, make sure to subscribe and like. Thank you so much. So my owner says, welcome to the new season. I hope the off season has treated you well and that the team should reach the playoffs. That's fair. Let's see what MLB thinks of the team right now. Here we go. Reports and info. Preseason predictions. Alright, so let's see what they think. They think we're going to be 2nd in the National League. Alright, I could work with that though. I could work with it, and we might be able to make the wild card even if we don't win the division. So I'm going to go ahead and play against New York for opening day. Is it the Mets or the Yankees? It's the Mets. Okay, so it looks like it's a pretty even matchup. You can see lots of ties. I think we have a slight advantage actually. We got Max Scherzer pitching, which is really cool. I love Max Scherzer. He's one of my favorite players. So I'm gonna see. I'm excited to start pitching with him. I think it's a bit loud here, so I'm gonna maybe I'm gonna go to options and try to turn the sound off. Getting the sound off. Yeah, all right. I think that's better. Sorry about that. And I see there's 4 of you. Thanks so much for your support. And All right, we're gonna start off the game against the New York Mets. We're the Washington Nationals, and here we go, Jacob deGrom, and here's Adam Eden. He's batting, and it's a strike 3. All right, for your information, I don't play most of the games. I only play opening day and some important games like game 7s and stuff in the playoffs, like elimination games. There we go. Juan Soto with a double. Now that's what we need to start piling on the hits. All right, perfect start now. 2 outs, 1 man on base in running position. Sorry, scoring position. Here's Eric Thames. Look at his power at 70. Got some good hitters on this lineup, but he struck out. All right, so we'll leave it there. Oh man, we have a defensive position missing. Which position is that? Looks like it's not infield. It's a right field, I think. Yeah, it's a right field. What happened to right fielder? Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna go put what does it say? I don't know what happened to Eden. Alright, I'm gonna put Mac Williamson in at right field. And yeah, let's resume now. So here's Ahmed Rosario, and he struck out. So that's a great start to the season. Now pitching to Brandon Nimmo, 2 strikes. Oh, and he hit him at 2 strikes. That's pretty sad. We're so close to getting the strikeout. Pete Alonso struck out though. And here's 2 balls, and that's a base hit. Come on, throw it in. Oh, he's gonna go to third now. All right, we gotta hold the runner there. So I'm gonna click hold runner. Come on, ground out, ground out. Yes. All right, perfect. So we don't allow the run. Both teams almost allow a run though. And now we're in the 2nd inning. So here's Cabrera, and he's gonna ground out too. Tomorrow we're gonna release a video on team morale, so be sure to check it out. Subscribe if you're new. And the day after, we're gonna do a Rays rebuild. It took me a while to make. It was a very long video. I cut it down to only 25 minutes, but there's some pretty cool stuff there, including a walk-off win in the playoffs. So if you want to go check that out, please subscribe. Thank you to all the subscribers who are already there. I appreciate you all so much. And there's a full count strikeout. And here's Louis Guillaume. And he's going to pop out for the 2nd out. So now we only need 1 more out before we end the inning. And we could start batting again. All right, that should be it. There we go. All right. Yeah, the Nationals are a pretty good defensive team. So now we got Carter Kieboom at the dish, and he struck out. Lots of strikeouts this game. And Max Scherzer, I don't really expect him to get a hit. Yeah, he's going to strike out there. And Tree Turner, 2-0 count, and he pops up into foul ground, and that is going to be an out. So, no runs through 2.5 innings. And now we got Jacob deGrom up to bat for the Mets, and he draws a walk. So 1 base runner with no outs. Hopefully we can get a double play or something here. And will we get the double play? No, we just got the out at 2nd, but at least there was no lead runner. At least we got the lead runner. All right, so next is Brandon Nimmo, and he struck out, so that's perfect. Here's Pete Alonso on the 2-2 count, and that's going to be a pop out to right center field, and that's going to be the final out of the inning. So it's our turn to bat. Hopefully we get something with Mac Williamson, 60 power. Hoping he can drive one out of the ballpark here. No, he's just going to ground out now. Love watching those bombs. Here's Juan Soto. Gonna do the Soto shuffle and then have a bomb. No, he's gonna pop out in the infield. Had a lot of outs recently. Only 1 hit, I think. That 1 double, and that's it. Here's Eric Thames. Look at all the hitters on our lineup. And that is gone, no doubt. Look how far that one went onto the porch. Look how far that went. 448 feet. That is a blast. Who was that? That was Thames, right? Yeah, that was Eric Thames. Oh my goodness, what a blast. And there's a strikeout for Cabrera. And now here's Michael Conforto. I'm going to pitch to him. And he's going to pop out into left field. And Soto has it. So Jeff McNeil's up next. Says he grounded out last time, and there is a strikeout. Okay, there's pop out to left field, and the inning is quickly over. Hopefully we can build on the lead now, get some insurance runs as the middle innings come in. So here's Victor Robles. Will he beat it out? No. He's too slow to beat it out. A tough one to beat out, though. Here's Kurt Suzuki. Ooh, that was a bad strike 3. Looked like he was really late on that one. And there's another strikeout. So that's 1, 2, 3. Louis Guillaume next. Max Scherzer at 60 pitches, and he's still in the green. So very good job for him in shutout so far. Through 4, he's shut out. And there is a ground out to the second baseman. Throws the first, and he's out. And Jake Marisnick is up next. See if we get him out. Nope. It's going to be, looks like a double to me. Alright, so we're going to have to make sure he doesn't get anything further than a double. And yeah, so he's at second, and I'm going to hold the runner. Come on. Jacob deGrom is going to... Oh, he's going to get it through there, past third baseman, and that's going to score a run. And it's going to be another double for the Mets, and now it looks like we might be in trouble in this inning. We only have 1 out, and now they already have a run and a guy at second, so we really got to get this out right here. And they get a base hit, which is the last thing we needed. At least we kept the guy at third, but now it's runners at the corners with only 1 out. Hopefully we could get a double play here. 2 strikes, so it might be a strikeout here. And he strikes out. Alright, so that's perfect, because now we just need Pete Alonso to get into an out right now. So I'm just going to ask the pitch, and hopefully we get perfect. Alright, strike 3. So now it's 1-1. Luckily, we didn't give up too much on that inning. So now it's just a 1-1 game. Alright, so there's a strikeout for Max Scherzer. And Trey Turner is up. 60 overall contact. And he's going to use it to his advantage. And it looks like that's going to be a double in the corner. Looks like that guy went into the wall. Alright, so now he's at second. We got a runner in scoring position with Mac Williamson at the plate. And 1 out. Looks like that's going to be too shallow to be able to tag up on. Yeah, he's going to fake it. Alright, come on, Juan Soto. Oh, wow. Alright, so that's a wild pitch, and we're going to go to third base. Any hit is what we need, and there's a walk. We'll take it. Alright, Eric Thames. Come on. Full count, and he walks. Alright, so bases loaded for who? Cabrera. Alright, come on, hit a grand slam for us. That's not a grand slam, but that's a hit. That's a hit. Should I get Soto? Soto's an average runner, normal arm, shallow. Why not? Why not? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. That's too late. That's too late. Let's go. All right, so that's 2 runs that score on the single, and it's a 3-1 lead. Look at that. Already 102 pitches thrown for Jacob deGrom. You know, he has really good stamina. Look at his 70 stamina, so he could pitch a lot more than that, but they might want to think about taking him out of the ball game now after we did that. And there's a big hit too. That might clear all the runners. There we go. Yep. We're going to score 2 more on that double. Perfect. All right, so that's going to be 5-1. Yeah, 5-1. And Kurt Suzuki is up. Victor Robles has 70 speed, and Wilson Ramos' catch arm is 50, so I think I'm going to do a hit and run here. All right, 1 strike. Let's see what happens. And it looks like nothing's going to happen because he's just going to ground out. But that was a really successful inning. We got 4 runs, 3 hits, leave 1, and it's a 5-1 lead for us. I think I'm just going to simulate past this half inning, and they scored 2, so I'm going to go warm someone up in the bullpen now. It's the 7th inning. It's the top of the 7th. Sorry, it's the top of the 7th. So I'm gonna take Daniel Hudson. I'm gonna put Daniel Hudson in, see how he does in his debut this season. So Carter Keyboom is up, and there is a nice throw from third to get him out. So now that's 1 down. I'm gonna bunt for a hit with Max Scherzer because he can't really do anything at the dish. Oh, that was a nice bunt, but the pitcher was speedy pitcher to get all the way there to get the out there. All right, so now we got 2 outs and a strikeout. All right, so now we got to play some good defense. I'm going to put my new pitcher in because Max Scherzer is at 103 pitches, so I think this is the perfect time to put Daniel Hudson in as my pitcher. I'm going to see how he does. All right, so he didn't allow a single run. How many pitches did he throw? 16. So I might warm someone up later this inning because he might be able to pitch a couple at bats in the next inning, depending on how he does. All right, so there's an out. Come on, let's pack on some insurance runs. And there is a ball 4. So as you see, he gets a free ticket to first, and Eric Thames will be next up. 2 strikes, and that's a 3rd strike. So that's a strikeout. And here's Cabrera. He had a clutch hit before. Come on. And that's not going to help. All right, that's an out. All right, so now we're going to the bottom of the 8th, and Daniel Hudson's got many pitches left, so he's good. He's got 30 stamina though. I'm going to go to half inning, and that is perfect. 27 pitches, perfect time to bring Aroldis Chapman in as our closer to warm up. We're going to really see how he performs. I'm excited to have him as our pitcher, as our closer. Also, I'm excited to have Craig Kimbrell there. So, we picked up some good players here. Just made the team better overall, Like, I know the Washington Nationals are good and we're just having fun, playing with the team. But I think, adding those superstars is definitely going to help improve the team. I know it's hard to improve a team after a World Series, but I'm trying my best to see what we can do. Because the Nationals, they didn't have the best record last year. They didn't have the best record. Like, yeah, they won the World Series, but they didn't have 100 wins, I don't think. So maybe we can get that for them this season in this simulation. All right, so Dominic Smith is up next. And Aroldis Chapman gets him to ground out to him. And there's a throw to first for the 2nd out. Ahmed Rosario, come on, 1-2-3 inning. It's the 0-0 count, first pitch of the at-bat. And another ground out right to the pitcher. That is perfect. The game is over. 5-3 is the score. And let's look at the box score. All right, so we see the only home run of the game was from Eric Thames. That was a nice long ball. It was like 448 feet or something. And let's see, it was 3 hours and 17 minutes. And yeah, here's what it looked like. And the Mets had the advantage for most of it, but we really pulled away, especially in that bottom of after the 6th inning. Yeah, it was a 6th inning that we really pulled away, the top of the 6th. So we got saved, quality outing, it's out of here, and victory badges. So that's cool. And yeah, so I'm just going to start simulating some more games to see how we started to do. All right, so we won the 2nd game against New York 2-0. Got an email, fans in Seattle behind Wayward Cat. Says the last thing anyone wanted to talk about was the game itself. Instead, the focus was on a cat somehow wandered onto the field at T-Mobile's park in the top of the 3rd inning. The tiny tabby scampered from near the visitors' dugout on the way to left field. Why are they writing a whole article about a cat on a field? And nothing more interesting happening with this minor league team right here. Seattle looks like is the parent club. All right, so we just lost 2 in a row and then one nothing against Miami. And let's just check the lineups to make sure we're good. Looks like Eric Thames injured. It's minimal 2 days, so that's okay. Pitching is good. Brad Peacock is injured though. Diagnosis pending. So that's kind of unfortunate because we just traded for him so that he could help us. But I'm going to go to mail and I'm going to go to power rankings and see how we do. So here in power rankings, we're 13th. Now, I know the top 10 make the playoffs, but our division isn't the strongest. Now, if we are going for a wild card spot, that's going to be important to be able to have a really good record despite being in this division. Now, the Philadelphia Phillies are half a game ahead of us at 4-2. I think we could make a push. It's still really early in the season, only 5 games in, so we could do anything at this point. It says player designated for assignment. Just gonna leave that to my AI, and now we are going to simulate more. All right, so we lost 5-7 and then lost 2-5. So now we're actually 3-4, and now let's see our email. So let's see what happened to Brad Peacock. It says he's been diagnosed with an elbow strain out for 3 to 4 weeks. That sucks. That's a big setback for him. And it says Steven Strasburg is out for 4 to 5 months. I hate it when all these injuries come in like right away. We just start the season and now we already got to deal with 2 major injuries. Well, one of them is really major actually. One's months. All right, so I'm gonna go to injured list and I'm gonna put Brad Peacock on 3 to 4 weeks. I'm just gonna put him on that 15-day deal and take him off whenever he gets better, and that way I don't have to keep him on for longer than he should be. And then the torn rotator cuff, I'm going to put on for obviously 60 days because that's a severe injury. All right, so we're playing against New York again. And it looks like we're just going to lose all the games against New York. We just got swept by the Mets. Hopefully we could turn around against Miami or Los Angeles. All right, 16-4. Wow. I want to see that 16-4 box score right there. So it says a multi-home run day for Suzuki as Nationals overpowered Dodgers. All right, so Kurt Suzuki, the 36-year-old catcher, he got how many home runs? Let's see. Kurt Suzuki is right here. 5 home runs. That's not a line score. He had 3 home runs. 5 on the season. 3 home runs in a game. That's crazy. Especially if it didn't go to extra innings. Alright, we're getting some wins now. 7-9. Hopefully we come back into a 500 record, because we're really looking to make the playoffs now. So just gonna keep going and looking at my emails. Looks like no more injuries for this team. DeGregorius had a multi-home run game, and Eric Sogard is the National League Player of the Week, and there's Byron Buxton as the American League top player. Let's see the power rankings now. I think we fell down. 24th. That's ugly. All right, so hopefully we come back now and succeed. All right, so here's some games against Chicago. We lost 8-27. That's terrible. We allowed them to score 27 runs, 17 runs. Why is our defense so bad? I'm going to look at who's hot and who's not and trade whoever is not hot right now, because this is not looking good for our team. How's our team chemistry, though? Content. Might want to bring in a leader, because I was supposed to upgrade that at the beginning of the season. So here's Carter Kieboom is not even up there in the third baseman. Everyone else looks pretty good. Let's look at why isn't it letting me? All right, well, let's look at who's hot and who's not if we can. Here we go. So who's not hot? Nobody. So we're just losing games, I guess. Daniel Hudson's playing well. Kurt Suzuki, Trey Turner. Someone's missing in the rotation. It's an injury, so I gotta fix that. That might be part of the problem. See what my staff thinks. The AI thinks. They think Patrick Corbin should pitch next. Yeah, I'm okay with that. 60 stamina. Just make sure our bullpen's good. We got a follower here. We're not using openers though. I'm gonna set our strategy too though. I'm gonna see what my bench coach thinks for the strategy. All right, so for the strategy, my bench coach says we're gonna steal bases a little more. We're gonna use the hit and run less. I disagree. I'm gonna make it a little more because it was working when we did it. Base running. Let's just make it like that because we have some quick guys on the team. And for pitch around, sure. Infield in, infield shifts. Yeah, that's a fine, good strategy. So I'm just gonna keep it like that, and I'm gonna continue to sim games. All right. So next we got Evan Longoria there. He plays really well. Can we get him? He's having a great season, actually. He's a third baseman, so I'm actually kind of interested. See if maybe we could get him, what they're going to offer for him. We could trade this 31-year-old reliever for him. He's a 14 ERA this season. Wow. That might be the deal we do. Ronis Elias. Sorry, man. But you're off the team. Drop by 9 mil, though. I'm fine with us, our money dropping, but I don't want it to drop by that much, so I'm just going to try to increase this. So I don't want to accept that. All right, 25%. So they keep 3.2 out of the $4.1 million of his contract. I'm fine with that. Our money drops by $6 million. Maybe I could add some cash to that. Usually they go with the $500,000. Gone that a couple times today. Here we go. Yeah, they went with it. Maybe I get $1 million. All right, they're not gonna get me $1 million. If I can't get 750,000, I'm just gonna go with the 500,000 like I wanted before. All right, so I'm just gonna go with 500,000. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna complete the trade, and there we go. So the fan reaction, to the acquisition of Evan Longoria is great. The fan interest increases significantly. That's what I like to see. And he's a good captain, so that's what we wanted. We wanted a good leader on the team, and we got that in Evan Longoria. We got a better third baseman. He's hot right now, which is perfect because our team is losing some games. We're only 9-16, so I really want to improve that. So let's go to our team home screen and see what our team chemistry is now. It is still content, but now we have obviously a better player to help with that. I'm gonna put him in. Sorry, just gonna go to designated for assignment and put Evan Longoria in. I'm gonna fix the lineups, and there we go. All right, so. Look, it says Longoria pounds home run number 300, and then they ship him off. All right, perfect celebration to shipping him off. For shipping him off to Washington after hitting his 300th home run as part of the Giants. He's been with lots of teams. Look at it. He's been with Seattle, Boston, Seattle again, and then Washington now. It says 2019. It should be 2020. And sorry, that's Elias. My bad. So now let's see if the chemistry went up. Still content, but I'm fine with that. I'm content with the content. And now the fan interest has increased from 85 to 97 after getting Longoria. So that was a really good deal. Our attendance is down a bit, so I might want to bring that down to maybe 41.25. I'm gonna try that and see if that's gonna help bring some more fans to the game just a little bit, because it's only down by 3%. And let's look at the salaries. We got Strasburg on a really long contract. He's out for 4 months, so I can't trade him. So I'm just gonna have to hold on to that. And yeah, there's all our players' contracts. It says on your front office, our highest paid players are Max Scherzer. But yeah, obviously I'm keeping Max Scherzer for as long as I can. His contract is over after the 2021 season, so I shouldn't have to worry about that because this rebuild is only for 1 year. So I'm going to win that game, lose against San Francisco. So he won his first game of revenge against San Francisco for trading Longoria. So that's cool. And Brad Peacock is eligible to be removed from the DL, which is perfect. So he's going to pitch now against Cincinnati. We lose 8-12. Man, we allowed 12 runs now. It's our defense that's not playing really well. I'm going to look at, before I look at these emails, I'm just going to look at how we are doing, because I want to look at our manager and how many earned runs average. We're averaging basically 7 runs a game. Like, we're giving up 7 runs a game. It's hard to win when you're giving up 7 runs a game. And we are 5th in the division. That's not good. So I think this is, we need a hard rebuild right now, because it's not looking good for the Nationals. I'm not sure why, but a lot of times when I play Ootp, the Nationals don't do well. I think just the system, it's not built for this team. They're 28th. I don't really understand why. So you look at, and of course, Longoria is injured now, which kind of sucks because we just got him. And if you look at Meet the Team, it doesn't look like this team should be too bad. I mean, pretty much everybody is above average at their position except for third baseman, which would be like, we start at, I think, 29th, and then we increase to 28th, and now we're at 26th. So we're starting to creep up the charts in third base, but like as we improve. But it doesn't look like a bad team. It doesn't look like a team that would be 11-22. So yeah, that's a bit surprising. I'm not sure what to do. Let's see if anyone's cold right now, or if it's still like that. All right, Craig Kimbrell is cold apparently. 8.47 ERA. I'm sorry, that's not. We're gonna trade you, because there's no way I could have an ERA that high for my setup man. So let's see who we get. We get Zach Cozart, who's I have it at third base. All right, I'm gonna go to all players just to see who we can get. I wonder if we get a better closer we can put at setup too, because a lot of teams are interested in trading out their closers in this game. All right, so it's just fielding the offers. And we are going to see what happens. All right, so we got Jake McGee here. We got AJ Pollock here, center fielder. So that's actually a pretty good deal. We got Familia. Familia, that deal keeps popping up with Familia. Is it a good deal though? I'm not sure. We're giving up Craig Kimbrell, so I want something good in return. Doesn't look like many deals are popping up. What if I added a prospect in? What if I just shipped him off with a prospect in Eddie Gein, the 18-year-old? All right, so let's see. All right, so it looks like we have some better deals popping up here. We could have Will Harris as our closer, but he's not even doing that well right now. We have Daniel Murphy, Corey Dickerson, Dylan Bundy, Joe Kelly, A.J. Pollock. Lots of options. You get Steven Piscotty. He doesn't really fit, though. I'm more looking for a closer or a reliever. How about Tony Watson? No, he's not. He's not playing very well right now. I'm looking for low ERA guys. Pomeranz is 3-2 though. This is a deal I want to do actually. We get Junior Fernandez. That's a good prospect. I wonder if we could flip him after. But we're also giving up a prospect, so I'm not totally sure if I want to do that. I'm going to have to add money to this to make it worth it. Alright, so I'm going to add, they have 7 million, I'm going to ask for 5 million. And so the money just keeps going down. They're not really accepting anything. All right, so Junior Fernandez $500,000. I think that's the deal we're gonna do, because you know what, like with the record we have, if I'm gonna continue this rebuild later, I want to have some young prospects, and Junior Fernandez is the perfect young prospect for my pitching. So I'm going to complete the trade, and just to be curious, I'm wondering what I could get if I flipped him right away. If I wonder what would happen if right after I traded Fernandez, if I could just get something back for him right away. So what would happen if I just shopped him around and saw what I could get? Because it's basically like trading the other players that I just traded away. It's basically like doing that. So if I get better offers, then it was a good trade to do. Because he's such a young, good prospect, I might be getting some better deals. Let's see the market here. So it doesn't look like there's too many good offers. Looks like the Phillies really want him, giving me lots of offers. Jurickson Profar, Ty France, Malik Smith. We get Kevin Kiermaier on the team, actually. This is a cool trade, actually. Should we get Kevin Kiermaier? This might be the deal. He's a really, really good center fielder. Yeah, I think this is the trade we're going to do. Because I still want to win some games now. Fernandez for Kevin Kiermaier. I'm going to go retain, though. Our money's just been dropping the whole time. What if you gave us 500,000? Like every other team we traded with, sorry. Yeah, you're willing to do that? How about $1 million? I haven't even gotten $1 million from a single team yet. Yeah, they don't want to give me $1 million. Well, they're gonna give me 750,000, so that's okay. $750,000. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do this deal. So the fans are happy that I got Kiermaier, and let's see if the fan interest went up. Yeah, it's all the way at 100 now. So even though we have this 11-22 abysmal record, our fan interest has really increased. So I'm just simulating some more games, and we just won 2 in a row before losing 17 runs allowed and then 13 runs allowed. Like we keep, look at that, 20 runs allowed. Like who's giving up all these runs? Let's see. All right, so we got who gave up all the runs? I'm gonna try to find you. It was Max Scherzer who gave up all the runs. 2 earned runs. Actually, no. 3 earned runs. 4 runs. 3, 4. So basically, our entire bullpen and starting rotation. Just look at that. 10. We're allowing 10 runs. Like, how are we supposed to win? Like, the only time we're winning is when we score over 10 runs, I think. And even then, we still lose sometimes. Like, that's not how you win baseball games. I'm sorry. You can't just allow 10 runs every game and expect to win. I'm going to go to history and really see what our ERA is. 7.46. I can't believe it. Like, how? How could we have a 7.46 ERA? How is that even possible? Like, how bad can your defense possibly be? Look, if you go to the Nationals pitching staff, I'm sorry. Look, this is a good rotation. We got 5-star player. We got a 3.5-star Patrick Corbin. We got Joe Ross, is okay. Anibal Sanchez, he's a good veteran, and Brad Peacock. What's the problem here? Is it our bullpen? We have Aroldis Chapman, who's 5 stars. We have Doolittle, who's 3.5 stars. Daniel Hudson is 3 stars. We got Tanner Rainey, who's really good stuff, 75 stuff. Look at that. Like, I think our pitching is pretty well put together. I don't know how we're giving up so many runs. I really don't understand. And Juan Soto's hot. Harry Kendrick's hot. This looks like a team based on what I see from the lineups and the pitching. Tell me this doesn't look like a team that's doing really well. I would think that this team is 28-13 right now. I would think this team's 28-13. Look at that. We're last place in the entire league, is it? The only team that's worse than us is the Tigers. I'm failing this rebuild. This is not good. And we were projected to win, what was it, like 80 games or something? 80-something games? We were projected to win 88 games. We started playing bad. I made some trades and traded away the players that weren't doing well. And now we're at 317. This is not what I expected at all. Says Mr. Baseball. I appreciate the opportunity to play for Washington. I'm doing my best to help the Nationals win, but the team is heading south and I'm not interested in being part of a rebuilding project. Please trade me to a contender. Oh my God. We're supposed to be a contender. We're supposed to be that contender that you're playing for. No, I'm not trading you. I'm keeping you. Sorry. How much is he under contract though? I don't want to just lose him for nothing. 2022. All right, I'm gonna keep him. Let's just keep simulating some games. If you're not watching live, if you're watching after the stream is over, I'm sorry for failing, especially if you're a Nationals fan, watching your team lose this many games, losing 17-5. Like, I can't remember the last time I've had a team that will score like a lot of runs. Like, we're not having problems. Like, if we score 5 runs, we should be able to win like half the time at least. But look at that. We're giving up 17. We're giving up 17. I really don't know how this is possible. Oh my goodness. Our ERA is literally 8. It's 8. We're giving up 8 runs a game. That's way too much. Oh my God. How are we giving up 8 runs a game? Our team is so bad. Look at that. 5-13. 5-13. That's the second game in a row that we managed to score 5 runs, right? So 5 runs. That's pretty good, right? like to score 5 runs. I think that's a decent job. And then what do? We give up 13 on the defensive end. Look at that. We just won 6-3. Perfect. Our best defensive game of the season. We allow 3 runs. I'm in such a bad mood. I don't even want to cast my ballot right now. Well, this is a really disappointing team because I thought we could do way better, and it just doesn't look like it. Yeah, Juan Soto's out for 3 to 4 months, and you know what? I'm gonna end the stream soon because this is just not looking like I wanted it to. I'm gonna go stream till I'm done the season, but doesn't look like this is doing well. All my players want to leave now. Literally all my players want to leave. I think we're just gonna leave. I think that's it, guys. Well, I'm sorry for ruining the Washington Nationals. I should probably change the title to "Ruining the Washington Nationals" instead of rebuilding the Washington Nationals. Sorry, I messed up the wording there. It's supposed to be ruining. And yeah, I'm gonna exit now. If you came here and came out to watch, thank you so much for your support. It's a small YouTube channel. I'm always loving the support, and thank you all. Goodbye.